It is a dark and rainy night in a decaying city. A soulful guitar solo blares out the cry of a vengeful in no way reminiscent of Alice Cooper's Spectre, and every evil man cowers from the passing of a carrion fowl on a mission of wrath for wrongs as of yet unavenged. Ladies and gentlemen, gather up, for today's heretical recommendation is The Crow. Oh, which one? Well, there is only one, so that question is rather moot. Anyway, let's get into the recommendation. The plot is relatively simple. Eric Draven is spending the night before his wedding with his fiancée when a group of urban footpads break in and the night takes a rather dark turn. Draven is murdered and his fiancée dies after being brutally redacted and murdered. The police do not find the desperados responsible, and those behind the murder walk free. In other words, your average day in Detroit. A year passes, and near the anniversary of this event, a soul returns and starts making a mess of the local criminals. But is the Eric Draven who went into the grave the same one that has come out of it? Will he get the revenge he seeks, and will he at last find peace? The plot for The Crow is, on the face of it, a simple revenge story with a paranormal flair reminiscent of movies like Pale Rider, yet it has places where it is quite deep while keeping a decently short runtime. That won't have you wanting to take an ice pick to your brain, unlike certain other movies made more recently. The cinematography is excellent, giving the film a gritty, lived-in feel that so many modern films eschew in favor of big set pieces and lens flare. The action scenes are impactful and fairly frequent, but never overstay their welcome. And then we come to the cast. Michael Wincott is excellent as the primary antagonist, and now that I think about it, I do not think I have seen a single film where he is the villain that he does not absolutely crush it. Ernie Hudson is competent as himself, and Rochelle Davis as Sarah was remarkably good, especially considering that she came back to the film after Brandon Lee's death, which brings me to the star of the show. Brandon Lee makes this role. Everything from line delivery to action scenes, he takes the material and uplifts it as an actor should. His death, due to improper firearm safety on set, was an absolute tragedy that rocked the industry, and led to the rolling of quite a few heads for obvious reasons. The Crow is gory, violent, mature, and dark, while still being hopeful and uplifting in a fashion that is a lost art to many modern creatives. Overall, it is just an excellent film, and one which I cannot recommend enough. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, please share what you think down below, leave a like on the video, consider subscribing, and until next time, this has been Pete the Heretical Nerd, signing off.